so on. I want to emphasize that this is not a value judgment. This is not any humanitarian notion that, oh, we should protect the company as a going concern. This is a business judgment. So the firm goes bankrupt, the equity guys are thrown out, the old management is thrown out. The creditors come in, they gain control of the firm. Now the creditors have to make a business judgment that if I liquidate the firm, will I get 40? And if I sell the firm as a going concern, will I get 70? And 70 is more than 40, so I should do liquidation. So I don't want to at all be moralistic about it, and that is one of the big mistakes that we make in India. We become very sentimental. We start using words like stakeholder. Okay, the word stakeholder is a sure sign of, feeble reasoning. What is needed here is cold business reasoning that, look, the firm went bankrupt. Now the creditors stand to make losses. They should evaluate these two choices. Is there a good buyer who will come along, value this as a going concern, pay me well, pay me 70, pay me 90, okay, so that I'm actually doing rather well? Or, no, I can't find that. The firm is so far gone, there is no reasonable person who will come up and offer a good price. Then yeah, let me just cut it up, sell the real estate, sell the machines, and I'll get 40. So in general, the liquidation value of a firm is not great, but it may not be possible to find a buyer to come in at a good price to take the firm as a going concern.
So here's a question. Let's say that I borrow 100 rupees to run a business. And then at some point I realize I'm not going to be able to pay it back. The business is going to fail. The natural tendency of many promoters in India, as you pointed out, would be that let's keep quiet about this. Let's just siphon off whatever money that we can. And then later on, when it goes down too bad for the creditors. How does one avoid this kind of situation?
So there is a step in the bankruptcy process that at the point of bankruptcy, if the committee of creditors and the people overseeing the bankruptcy look inside the books, remember they've got control of the company. They look inside the books and they start seeing evidence of this kind of siphoning off. It is a criminal offense and you ought to be able to go after promoters. Now, that hasn't happened a whole lot and it is very difficult to create the institutions to do that correctly. But theoretically, this is one check that when the bankruptcy process commences, you've got new people who are in charge of the books and the records of the company, and they are supposed to look back and assess whether there was malfeasance and initiate action against the promoters. At a practical level, what also happens in India is promoters have a reputation. So you can do this a couple of times. You can't do this too much. Then the lenders wise up that these guys can't be trusted. So it is not true that lenders are completely stupid. The credit markets in India are medium foolish. They are not deeply foolish. So in time, the families that misbehave, the businesses that misbehave, the individuals that misbehave do suffer reputational damage, and over the long term, it does reshape their business possibilities.